Hi, this is Chrstie.
And I'm Renee.
Two broke cooks. And we're coming to you today with a couple of ideas. You know, parties are really great, but you know, at the end of the parties, I've always got leftover cheese. And I really don't know what to do with them, okay? You can only eat so much cheese, carve it, slice it. So anyway, before it gets bad, before it goes green and moldy, I like just to take it out and say, hey, I'm going to make some homemade mac and cheese. Now, it took me a lot of time to do this, so...
Took a little perfecting, trust me. I ate some of it.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. So anyway...
I figured it out.
What I do is I take out some cheese, and I've got a little bit of mozzarella cheese here, and I have some, I don't know what this is called, Monterey Jack, yep. And then I've got the Colby Monterey Jack. And then I've got a leftover a little bit of Velveeta sitting in here, and I think, well, Velveeta's good, because, you know,
it melts.
It melts. It's really good stuff. So I just kind of look at everything and make sure it's okay. This hunk of cheese, Renee's going to grate it for me, and then I'm going to make a base to start the melting process. She gets to do all the elbow work today. But this cheese right here has just got a little problem. It looks like it's gotten hard around the outside, so we're going to trim that off and still be able to use the rest of the cheese. Now, I have taken cheese that's been kind of moldy before, and I'll cut the mold off of it and use what's left over. So we'll just cut off the bad parts, and then we'll have what's left over. What's really nice is this mac and cheese is really good because it has a variety of cheeses in it, and everybody seems to like it. So
it's pretty good.
I didn't tell them what it was at Christmas, okay? But it was gone first thing. So we just take that. She's going to start shredding some cheese.
For this, we're going to need all kinds of leftover cheese, whatever you've got. Our famous, you know, chicken bouillon. Little salt, little pepper, and
stick of butter. In the pan.
Onion powder. We chose elbow noodles today.
And we have a little bit of a sweet onion left over. So I'm going to saute a little bit of onion in there, cut it real fine so Renee doesn't know what's in there. And nobody does either, so hey, kind of makes it a little more flavorful. So I don't use a lot. I just want enough that I know that I've got some onion in there. And sometimes this sweet onion isn't strong enough, so that's why I use a little bit of powdered onion and some garlic. And hey, I told you we're broke.
It's broken.
We don't have all the fancy gadgets, you know, like these cooking shows have, so we just have to improvise, you know? I would like to say we're good at trying to get some of this stuff, but hey, we're good to have our pans. So, like I said, use anything you got. So we're just going to take this finely chopped up onion and add it, saute it now in my butter, just for a little bit. That's about all I want. Just one stick of butter will work.
You know how long it's been since I actually grated cheese?
I know, you cheat, you buy the shredded guy. It doesn't matter.
No, I don't. I have 3 children. They grate my cheese for me.
Guess what?
Pass on all that really fun stuff for the kids. Just don't let them shred their fingers. We'll be good.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's Band-Aid time.
No, then it's Aflac.
Accidents. Get the kitchen. Okay, so now we've got our boiling water ready to go, and I probably like to use probably 2-3 cups with this much cheese. So, one cheese down.
All right, we're going to grate some cheese. We're going to throw the macaroni in the water. We've got the onion sauteing, and we'll come right back.
Throw that in there. 4 cups. Let's add the whole box. Okay? So that's a whole box there, and we're going to add some flavor to our noodles because it always tastes a little bit better anyway. So I'm going to probably put about a tablespoon of this in here. Not even a tablespoon, about half. Stir it up, and we're ready to let this boil for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back to you, okay? 2 broke cooks back at the mac and cheese. We're going to add a little bit of salt-free lemon pepper to our cheese. I don't have too much left, so I'd probably say there's 1/4 of a teaspoon at most.
That's a pinch.
That's a pinch, we call it. So we're going to add some to our melted cheese, and then I'm going to add a little bit of extra onion powder in there, probably just a pinch, and probably a little pinch of garlic powder. And then stir that up, and then we're going to add our noodles, and I just like to drain them this way and just add them as we go. There's about 4 cups of noodles in here, so add everything in there.
Okay,
we forgot some salt and pepper here too. So, is it hot? It didn't need to be that hot.
What consistency are we going for? How do we know when it's
thick and juicy?
Okay.
So it'll be thick, and as you cook it up, actually, we're going to put it in a casserole dish and bake this up in the oven. So it's going to have some added time on there. So we're going to make it really kind of juicy, and then as it cooks, the noodles will absorb some of that sauciness, and you should have it real nice and creamy.
If you cook the noodles al dente, they'll tend to soak up more water. If you cook them where they're real soft and saturated, it'll take less of the juice out. So depending on how you like your macaroni and cheese is how you want to cook your noodles. I convinced her to make it a little bit al dente, not quite all the way done, because we have a lot of liquid and a lot of juice in here today. Go check that out.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to throw some salt and pepper in here and then stir it up one last time under the cameraman here. Okay, this is a fancy schmancy thing I can't figure out. Let's see if I can do it.
I'm going to check this out, see what else we might need in there. Now, you guys can flavor as you want, okay? We like onion, garlic, and all that. Wow. So good, need salt. Working on it. Definitely need some salt. A little too much pepper. Yeah.
I like coarse-grained sea salt. I am one of many who has food allergies. I'm allergic to shellfish. Well, it only took me, 30 years to figure out. Iodized salt comes from shellfish. The iodine comes from the shellfish. So I'm allergic to iodized salt. I use sea salt. That's what you'll see us use most all the time in the kitchen. And I don't get a stomachache that way.
A little bit more garlic.
Oh, lots more garlic.
Love that garlic. Okay.
All right, into the casserole dish we go.
A little more onion too. There we go. So now we're just going to go straight to the casserole dish. Let's do it over here. Oh, let's do it over here. Okay. And in the pan it goes. All done. So that's what to do with your leftover cheese. Make it mac and cheese tonight.
About how much do you think it cost us to make this?
Probably about $2 for the noodles and maybe 50 cents for the butter. So $2.50. And the leftover cheese, I don't know.
Couple bucks.
Couple bucks. So
you
now
can
you have some homemade mac and cheese. And it really cooks up well. It's great. So if you want to souffle it, you can always add a scrambled egg to it, and then it just kind of souffles it if you want. So it just depends on what you want.
A little more salt, a little more pepper. Bake this at what?
350 for about 35 minutes and see if it's golden brown.
If it's not golden brown,
keep it in there just a little bit more. We also kind of like to decorate it just a little bit, so we put pepper on top. Sometimes we put some chopped bacon down the top, and we'll put some parsley on the top. So you can take this to a party, and trust me, they'll be diving in for this stuff because it is excellent. So she's going to add a little parsley on top, and now we've got a nice looking casserole dish. You know, presentation is part of it. Everybody wants to eat what looks pretty. Okay, this is Chrstie.
And I'm Renee. We're two broke cooks, and we're back.
And we're going to show you our finished product, mac and cheese, okay? We didn't waste a drop. So she's going to pull that from the oven. Nice and hot. Okay.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
All right. Nicely cooked. Wonderful. Yum.
All from a little bit of leftovers.
Yep.
And a couple bacon bits. 3 forks here. We got the cameraman, you know.
Oh,
Gotta feed Dave.
Gotta feed Dave.
Oh, look how creamy and moist it is on the bottom. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, here we go. One to the cameraman.
Pardon my hand.
All right. I want the bacon.
You like the bacon, don't you?
I like the bacon part. Yes, we know. You want mac and cheese too, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Their favorite's mac and cheese. And of course, they don't mind noodles either, so we'll have to give them a bite.
Yum.
Yum, yum.
Okay, come here, Bubs.
It's just right, you know.
Bubs, I got yours. Sit. Oh, good boy. You're not sitting. Oh, but you're eating it anyway. Gotta have some mac and cheese.